Hi, it's James Molfetas from Regular Clients here, and today I want to show you how to free up a few extra hours every single week so that you can start working on your business as opposed to in it, or of course you can spend those few extra hours with your family and friends, or maybe just with your clients. Now, in my Regular Accounting Client Blueprint Coaching Program, I teach financial professionals how to build out an automated sales funnel to make sure that they've got a continual stream of new prospects which they can convert into clients every single month. Now, there are two things that initially they're really scared of. It really gets them a little bit worked up, and there's really no reason for that. And that is that they feel they don't have the technical skills to necessarily get online. And probably the big one for us is we don't have enough time to go and build out a sales funnel. And I'll say to them, that's right, I agree with you, but guess what? You don't have to. Now, the reality is that today technology has evolved to such an extent that if you can drag and drop and use PowerPoint, you can actually build a website. But that still does not mean that you should build a website for yourself. And the reason really is because of the opportunity cost that you're going to have to pay. So if you do this, chances are, because you don't do it every single day, right? It's going to take you an entire day, maybe 2 days to watch the videos. Then you've got to go out and you've got to find the right images. Then you've got to connect up your funnel and do all of those things. Yet it's only going to take a professional an hour or two to do exactly the same thing. So if you think about it, those lost hours in productivity that you're going to incur absolutely pales into insignificance in what you're actually going to pay to the professional. And guess what? This has actually become a commodity now. In exactly the same way as bookkeeping has become a commodity because there's just so many people out there doing it, so the supply exceeds the demand when it actually comes to online services. So the price plummets dramatically. You can actually get skilled people literally from all over the world, so they don't even have to be in your own country, to do all sorts of tasks for you, literally for as little as $2 to $5 an hour. Yep, you heard that right, for as little as $2 to $5 an hour. So let me actually go ahead and show you how this process works. Now, outsourcing is actually one of the world's largest industries, and many of the outsourcing sites have actually been around for decades now, which means that it's very well controlled and everybody understands how the process works. So this is exactly how it works. The first thing that happens is both the freelancer and the employer. So the freelancer would be on the left and the employer, which would be you, on the right. You register on the site. Then you're going to be given login details, and once you've got that, you can start communicating with one another. So typically the freelancer or the outsource worker would have the ability to showcase their skills to the world, and they've also got the ability to put up a portfolio of previous work that they've done, so you essentially can quote-unquote sample before you buy. So this now gives you an opportunity to either use the site's search and filtering facility to find freelancers that best suit your needs, or what you can do is probably an easier way. You can actually go ahead and you can post a project onto the site, and the site will show that project to all freelancers that are registered on the site who have got the skills that can handle the particular project that you're looking to do. Now, you can actually usually post your projects for free, but before you can actually employ the freelancer, what's going to happen is that you're going to have to make sure that your account is funded with sufficient funds to cover the amount of the agreed project. Now, the site's actually got a regulatory function, and this is how they make their money. So let's take an example that maybe you agree to pay $50 for the creation of an ebook cover. You would then go ahead and you'd pay that $50 to the site, who will then hold that money in escrow until the work has actually been completed to your satisfaction. And then once the work is done, the freelancer will let you know. The next thing is that you're going to go ahead and you'll review the work. And if you're happy with the work, then and only then does the site release the money to the freelancer. So everybody wins out in this situation. And if there's a dispute, the site's going to resolve that dispute. So if the work isn't done, the money's simply going to be refunded to you. And in this case, you can see it's very secure because the worker also knows that the funds are waiting for them. So as long as they go ahead and perform their obligations in terms of what they've agreed with you, there's no risk of them not receiving their money. Now, the other cool thing about this is that the site's actually got a built-in filtering mechanism because all employers rate every single job that the freelancers do. So this allows you to see who's been on the site for any length of time. You can see how much money they've earned. You can see all the reviews and the ratings that they've got. So in a nutshell, you can actually be virtually assured of picking an absolute winner right out of the gate. And because of the sort of reverse auction system where the freelancers bid against each other, that drives the price right down. So it's a fantastic system, and you really should implement it into your business. Now, obviously what I've just done is I've given you a whole bunch of online examples that you can apply into your business. But you know what? If you sit back and you think about it, there's probably a whole bunch of things that you can do in your offline business as well. So, for example, if you're an accountant, you can outsource things like bookkeeping, you can outsource payroll, you can even do things like drafting financial statements. And anybody, doesn't matter what kind of business you're running, you can outsource things like cold calling to set up consultations. So at this point, now that you understand just how simple this is, just let your imagination run completely wild and start freeing up hours and hours of your time and, of course, your staff's time every single week. So it's time for your action item of the day. So make a list. What tasks can you outsource? And the best things that you can outsource are things that you absolutely hate to do. Okay, that's a great one to outsource. Or find things that it's actually just more economical for other people to do. And then you can jump onto one of those sites and test out the process so that you can start saving hours every single month. Now, if you want to find out more about how to outsource the creation and the implementation of a simple yet powerful lead generation funnel that can generate a minimum of 2 new clients every month into your business, then jump onto the free webinar where I'll have a little bit more time than I have today in this short video to show you exactly how to do everything. So you can register by clicking the link at the bottom of this page. So if you scroll down, you see that big blue button. Just click on that big blue button and it will take you through to register for the webinar, which, by the way, you can watch yesterday's webinar right now. So thanks for watching. This is James, the marketing accountant Molfetas from Regular Clients, and I'll see you on the webinar.